Hey guys, Cadin here, and in today's episode of Copying Other YouTubers, today I'm going to be copying Orange Peanut because in this video I will be discussing fat people. Now, if you don't know who Orange Peanut is, he's basically your typical scrawny white boy turned Giga Chad who uploads random videos where he just talks about different topics that come to his mind, but he has this series on his channel where he watches fat acceptance TikToks and he talks about why he thinks they're stupid. His videos that he's made has kind of inspired me to want to make this kind of video where I talk about this topic, but I've been kind of putting it off until lately because there was something that came up in like trending tab on Twitter where it was basically this dating show where two people are blindfolded and they have to have a conversation, and when they take off the blindfold they press this buzzer if they don't want to go out with them, and they don't press it if they want to like keep talking, I guess. And there was a clip of this guy who was with like some fat girl, and they were talking, and after they took off their blindfolds he basically pressed the buzzer, and people were calling him fatphobic for doing that. That popping up in my feed was the main inspiration for me making this video, and I feel like I'm a bit more fit to speak on this topic since, well, Orange Peanut is basically like a professional bodybuilder at this point, and well, look at me. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into what I think about fat phobia. Now, on the website butterfly.org, it says that fat phobia is defined as an abnormal or irrational fear of being fat or being around fat people. However, I prefer these definitions. The dumbest word ever created. Perhaps the downfall of human society. This newfound word is used by obese people worldwide to protect their unhealthy lifestyle and promote being overweight, as well as to rip into people for not wanting to be fat. A word created by fat people to make themselves feel better. Fear of a person so big they can't even fit in your nightmares. That's my personal favorite one. Yeah, so in case you couldn't tell, I think fat phobia is complete bullshit, and here's why. The main reason why I believe fat phobia to be complete bogus is because in most cases, it is entirely your fault that you became fat. Like, nobody was forcing you to eat so much. That's basically, that's on you, man. Another reason why I believe this is how fat phobia compares to other types of people phobia. That I guess that's the blanket term that you could use. I'm not too educated on it, but I don't really know what else to call it. And of course, by people phobia, I mean things like racism, homophobia, transphobia, all that kind of shit. Now, I'm gonna explain why all of that is in no way similar to fat phobia. Now, racism, you can't choose what race you are. I hope I don't have to explain that to you. Homophobia, transphobia, anything under that umbrella. From birth, your brain is hardwired to be a certain way, no matter what. So basically, like, whenever you're born, your brain is like, okay, so I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm non-binary, whatever. And I prefer men, women, anything of that sort. You can't really change that, but the thing is, you don't always know exactly what you are. You find that out throughout your life. Me personally, I'm still questioning. Now, fat phobia. Nobody is born fat, and you do not just figure out later on in life that you are fat. You see, how you become fat is from eating all the time and not working out to counterbalance it. That's what happens. That's how people become fat. And I mean, if that's how you choose to live, then more power to you, I guess, but don't expect people to not make fun of you for it. Now, this is not to say that every single fat person deserves to be made fun of. If there's like a person who is like unfortunate enough to have like some kind of genetic mutation where they're basically forced to permanently stay obese and they can't really do much about it, then that fucking sucks. I would hate to be that guy, but they don't deserve to be made fun of, not at all. And also people who like people who aren't specifically that, like they eventually like got fat from poor decisions but are working towards like getting their weight down, that's fucking incredible. Like good for them. They definitely deserve like praise and shit. But the main problem is the people who become fat, choose to stay fat, and are supporting other people who are also choosing to stay fat. You're basically promoting, like, suicide, essentially. You are killing yourself by how many calories you're ingesting. You're gonna end up getting, like, heart disease in your 40s. America moment. Alright, so basically, in conclusion, no, I do not believe fat phobia is a real thing. And if you do, I recommend you step outside, go to your local gym, buy a membership, lift weights, do cardio, do whatever the hell you want, and just fucking do that till you're not fat anymore. And if you yourself are a person who is fat and you don't really fall into the category of people who promote other people to stay fat, then this is my message to you. You should also get a membership for the gym. Like, go, if you're not happy with yourself how you are, then like go try to change that. Go work out, go hit some cardio. I mean, hell, look at me. About a year ago, I was like 50 pounds heavier than I am now. Now I'm doing pretty damn good. I'm not stopping now. I'm gonna keep going down until I lose all of fucking this right here. I'm gonna start developing some goddamn muscle. But yeah, that's about it. Stop saying fat phobia is real, because it's not. See ya.